him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack 'em a gob, it's time for the only news that matters. And in a blistering new interview with Rob Metalwork, Billy Milano, the outspoken frontman of the crossover thrash pioneers Stormtroopers of Death and current frontman of Methods of Destruction, has launched a scathing attack on his former bandmates, particularly Anthrax mainstays Scott Ian and Charlie Benante. As S.O.D marks its 40th anniversary, Milano claims that it's time to expose what he describes as decades of unethical business, creative theft, and profound personal disrespect. Billy Milano even confirmed that legal actions is underway to reclaim what he insists is rightfully his and bassist Danny Lilliker's. Milano's grievance traced back to S.O.D's formation in 1985. Despite the band's legendary status, Milano claims the collaboration with Ian and Benante were fraught from the start. He said, "We only did 3 shows, and I was like, you know, these guys are assholes." He's singling out Scott and Charlie as the main culprits. According to Milano, their self-serving behavior was evident early on, from creative decisions to financial decisions. Billy Milano contends he was a driving force behind S.O.D's iconic identity, including the band's name and its controversial debut album, Speak English or Die. He said, "I made them use Stormtroopers of Death. I made them use Speak English or Die. I made them write the intro for March of the S.O.D." He insisted, countering Ian's version of events. When Ian allegedly downplayed Milano's role, the frontman didn't mince words. He said he's a fucking liar. Despite financial disputes also loom large in Milano's accusations, he recalls selling $8,000 worth of merchandise in just 40 minutes at a reunion show, for more than Ian or Benante had bothered to move. He further alleged widespread financial deception involving management and booking agents, including withheld royalties from Japanese deals and merchandising. They sold the Japanese record deal for JVC Victor. They never gave us money. Milano's frustration wasn't limited to finances. He shared stories of personal slights, including Scott Ian's alleging refusing to sign autographs for fans in the freezing sleet storm, and that Ian and Benante allegedly abandoned Milano and Lilliker in a hotel while taking the tour bus and crew to open for Slipknot as Anthrax. He said Scott Ian is a low-life cocksucker, period. Perhaps the most inflammatory moment came when Milano accused Ian and Benante of exploiting the tragic murder of the late Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell for their own gain. He claims that Anthrax's classic-era reunion was planned before Dime's death, but was publicized as a tribute. He said, "Even Rob Caggiano said to me, yeah, that's pretty low that they said they did it for Dimebag." Milano also challenged Ian's originality, echoing Dimebag's supposed frustration. He said, "Why is Scott biting my stuff?" He further accused Charlie Benante of stealing the main riff of Anthrax's Indians for the theme song of F Troop. With legal proceedings now underway, Milano aims to reclaim unpaid publishing and all the rights and royalties for S.O.D's material, some of which has been used by Anthrax. Milano says Scott Ian is a soulless piece of shit, and Charlie Benante is an evil fucking woman. Earlier in the month at Milwaukee Metal Fest, the S.O.D tribute band played, which featured Danny Lilliker, Scott Ian, Jamie Josta, and Scott Ian's younger son, Revel Ian. And when Billy heard this, he said, "Oh, they got a child playing drums. That makes sense since Charlie Benante is a child." All right, well, there you go. Now, you know, every time I do stories like this, there's always two sides of fans or people. There's the side that'll badmouth Billy, and then there's the side that respects him. And I'm one of the guys that respects Billy Milano, because I gotta tell you, man, I met the dude twice. He was awesome. A bit of a ball buster, I'll give you that. But I love ball busting. He was funny. He was great. And, you know, and he mentioned in the interview, 2 former members of Thrash or Die, my band, are now going to be with him on his S.O.D. tribute band. And which is awesome. I'm very proud of those 2 guys. And I can't wait till that happens. I was telling them, both of them, hey, man, y'all better come to South Florida. I want to see that shit. And Billy Milano is an amazing frontman. Hilarious. Hilarious. He don't give 2 shits. He's up there, and man, he's amazing. I think Billy Milano's an amazing guy. And I'm on his side because I have met, well, Charlie I met, he was okay. But Scott Ian was a prick. And I met him a few times, to the point where when I was on the motorboat, Anthrax was on it, and I saw him right there, you know, and I was like, I'm not even going to bother anymore. I'm not, you know, he's not talkative. He never has an answer for anything I ask, and he always looks like he's in a rush. And I'll tell you, man, I got to tell you this messed up story that happened right in front of my eyes involving Scott Ian. I won't give out his name, but a friend of mine and his dad, they both did the Anthrax meet and greet. and I see them after it was done, and they were complaining. They were like, man, it sucked, man. They didn't die. It was like rushed. It was all bullshit, you know? And Scott Ian comes out. Like he's walking to the hotel because his wife and kid were there. So he's walking to the hotel, and they complained to him. And I'm standing right there. They're just telling him to his face, that shit sucked and this and that. And this went on for like a minute or 2. And Scott Ian's listening. Well, you know, I don't know. And then I can't believe Scott Ian said this. After 2 minutes of them bitching about what happened, Scott Ian said, well, you know, hey, you got to hang out with me now. And I got to go. And he said it. My wife and kid is out the whole time. I got to go. And he walked away, and it's like, wow. Boy, I'm glad I didn't pay for that shit. These 2, and we were all with our jaw open. We're like, did he just say that? It's a true story. Scott Ian he's a prick. And Billy Milano's the complete opposite. He's friendly, but he's also, you know, rude to you, but in such a funny way. You know, I love Billy Milano, and I love S.O.D. I love me some M.O.D. too. I have a gross misconduct framed poster here in my music room. I love that shit. You know, a lot of people say USA for M.O.D., that's the best one, you know? And I would agree, but it's the best one by very little. I think gross misconduct is right on its heels. Extremely underrated thrash album. Shit. The next one, Rhythm of Fear, was fucking great. But it went unnoticed. And but anyway, yeah, there you go, man. Billy Milano attacking Charlie and Scott. Well, Charlie, I mean, when I met Charlie, he wasn't a dick like Scott, but he was kind of like, yeah, it kind of looked like, yeah, make it quick type of thing. But whatever, man. Billy Milano rules. If you disagree, leave it in the comments below, because I welcome every opinion. If you think Billy Milano's a dick for this and that, whatever. I think he's awesome. And hey, my 2 ex-band members are in a band with him, and all they do is talk nice about Billy Milano. What a cool dude he is. So that's that, and the 2 times I met him, I'm on Billy's side. If you're not on Billy's side, leave your comments below. It won't offend me. That's your opinion, my friend. And we all have a right to our opinion. So thank you so much for watching the only news that matters. And please, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to S.O.D. and the first few M.O.D. albums. And smack 'em a gob!
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so nevermore shall we see you again.